1. We're live. Hello. Hey, Lee, Will, Victor, if you guys are here. Just started a couple minutes early. I was just sitting there. I was thinking, man, I hadn't even flown this week at all. I got the shakes. It's been a nice week for flying. It would have been nice today. Today we probably would have flew, but somebody thinking about you there, Rodney. Yep. So today I was going to button up my clip wing Cub, installing the motor, the engine, and the engine's installed. Everything's fine. I got looking at my ESC. I had one of the smart ESCs from Horizon. Hey, Lee. Uh-oh. Yep. Hope you get it fixed, man. Hope it isn't too cold, Lee. Hey, Mountain, how you doing, man? Great flying on that Arrows MiG. So I was looking at my ESC. It has 3.5 connectors for the ESC. I need 4. And I stripped the covering off the 3.5s on it, and I was going to solder on the 4s, and I got thinking about it. This motor that I'm putting on there is a big honking 4-cell motor, and I was thinking a 40 amp ESC is not enough. That's not enough headroom. So I stopped and ordered a 60 amp ESC. It gave me an excuse to put it off because I'm not going to fly it till everybody, all the guys at the field are going to be there for me to fly. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Because it's not fair for me to fly it, when their ideas are what is making it fly great, from my hack job build. But so I ordered the ESC from Value Hobby. That's where I got the motor. They seem to be the only ones that have the 4-millimeter ends, and I don't really want to solder new ends on the motor leads because they're pretty short as it is if I screw it up. But I've got a good soldering iron thanks to Model Aviator Adam. He recommended one that I got, and I've got some flux. The flux isn't the best, but you got to have flux. Without flux, you ain't soldering. So all my solders since the new soldering iron have been held up well. Because all the big 60 amps that Horizon sells. Hey, Mike Bird, how you doing, sir? Good to be in your house now. You're probably still staring at a few boxes and stuff, but get settled in. Is there a place for the dog to run there? You got a backyard or a garden? I guess you don't have yards, you have gardens. But anyway, I'm getting it ready. Tomorrow I'm probably, hey, Jono, how you doing, buddy? Tomorrow I'm probably going to work on the hatch where I had to cut it out to get to so I could put a wrench in there to get the motor off. But I use blind nuts to hold the motor mount on and everything. And I might shoot a little bit. Yeah, the Horizon P47, I like it a lot, man. I'd like to have the FMS one, but I don't really have the room for it for something that big. It's just that much bigger but that thing's got a fuselage. It's like a basketball, man. My buddies, they all had them and stuff. I never got to fly one, but it seemed like they flew well and everything. They had a good time doing it. But heck, this is good. This is good enough for me. I believe that a lot of planes that fly about the same, and if you go crazy buying every plane that's out there, which I did at first. Yeah, the FMS. Yeah, I wanted that. That thing is a beautiful flying P47. It looks like it flies just about as well as the 1.2 meter does. Yeah, my buddy used to fly. He really liked flying that. In fact, I think I got my old videos there when we were flying at the field we called Chernobyl down at the beach. I think I got his crash on that because he was just kept flying in tight circles, getting tighter and tighter and slower, flat circles, and it's just like all of a sudden, man, he just stalled it, and it went in and whacked in hard. And Bruce wasn't one to repair a plane. If he whacked a plane in, he would either give it to somebody or throw it in a big box in his garage. He had a big boxes of crash planes. He would give them to some of the guys at the field. Anyway, we got some good news this Friday. Let's start this off on here, right here, with.
And I say, I do.
Chris is out of the hospital, and he's back home. And all right, nice. Yep. Like I said, man, we moved so much in the Army, you know, it's like we got used to having boxes around all the time. Here we go. We got Dad's RC Hangar, fresh from the hospital and in good spirits. And I'm so glad that he's doing well.
And I say, I do believe he's that Friday feeling. And yes, yes, he's arrived again. That Friday feeling is with us all. It may be wet and rainy in the UK, but I'm sure it's a sunny thing in the heart. Yes, talking of heart. Yes, talking of heart. You can feel the flow of positivity right now. Smell it, taste it. Yes, you can smell it and taste it because it's positive. They're positive vibes to make you feel good, to make everyone feel good. Yes, you're special, you are the people, and this is Dad's RC Hangar, and I'm Chris. Yes, enough of that tomfoolery going on. Oh, yes, we're talking about the heart. Yes. Now, before we go anywhere or do anything or talk about what we're going to be doing, etc., I'd like to take a huge, big heartfelt love for our national health system and, of course, all you lovely people out there. Yes, all the people that stick by Dad's RC Hangar through thick and thin, and there's some lovely comments on our Facebook page, which is it's invite only, I think. I'm not sure, but we need to know your Facebook to invite you or something like that, or you can join and we say yes. I can't remember, but anyway, so we keep a lovely people in there that talk about all their stuff and bits and pieces. Yes. I had 6, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, 6 heart attacks. Oh, yes, I didn't think it'd be possible, but it is. And unfortunately, I went to hospital and I had to have a big balloon. I don't think it was like a balloon. It was a little balloon or diddy balloon. Anyway, in my arteries, basically like you unplug your drain. Yes, get rid of all that bad stuff around it. And then I got a thing called a stint that permanently stays in there to make a hole for the blood. But yes, the amount of comments and the love that I got from all you lovely people meant the world to me. I have had this week recovering, so we haven't done a lot, but I have finished covering the Harrier. Yes, I have. We'll have a look in a minute. It is a major milestone. It was there in the corner, staring at me all the time, thinking, yes, I've got to finish it. Yes, I've got to do it. And I have.
So check it out, man. He's getting it ready to paint. It's coming along well. It looks good. You know, he shouldn't worry. I think he does a great job building stuff. But it's good to see Chris back. And not just doing RC stuff, but he's got grandkids and family and everything like that. So it's good to see him back up and about, a new positive outlook. And he always puts a smile on my face when we watch his RC antics with his buddies and stuff. But there's Chris. Good to have you back, sir. And then here we have Cliff Harvey RC planes. And man, this Swallow, if you haven't been following the Swallow build, it's a 200% build that he's doing, and he's basically just building it off the cuff. It look like that, maybe better.
Hi guys, and welcome back to part 5 of the De Havilland 108 Vampire build. And things are hotting up. I put the servos in. I didn't film that on part 4, but I've hot glued them in. I found some extension leads, the perfect length, so I didn't have to cut the cable in the end.
Man, just look at that build. I mean, he had to blow those plans up and everything. Of course, he's got some nice tools to work with, but it's not the tools, it's the skills that are using the tools that he has. And Cliff just does a marvelous job. Here he's doing cutting some sheets to sheet in his plane. And it's just pretty amazing how he goes about fitting them in there and doing it. So check it out. If you're thinking of building between Cliff, Dad's RC Hangar, and Mark, you can Gina, you can get inspiration to do just about anything.
That was an idea given to me by Nick of the Baron Flights. So well done, Nick, for that.
He talks about.
I'll link to Nick's channel in the description, and you can click on that and see what he's up to. I've got to hinge the ailerons really before I cover them. The end of part 5, so I'll see you in part 6 where I'm going to start the covering.
Anyway, check Cliff's build out. He does a good job, man. Mark Crutcher, Cliff, Harvey, Dad's RC Hangar, Gina, Ian, all expert builders. Even Carolyn Taylor RC. She can solder together a quad and does a really nice job. And this is back. They're still part of the English quad invasion in Spain. And again, she's got nice music here. I'm just going to mute it. I'm sure it's okay, but did I screw up? I don't think I played this one video. Did I play this last week? I don't think so. This is that mining district in Spain. Yeah, Bill, hope you're doing well too, buddy. It's good to see you here, Bill. It's a lot of history. I forget how old this fort is. Such an arid place, man. Anyway, check that out. She does a good job of flying and videoing, and I'll be glad to see her when she gets back. All right, here we go. We've got Victor RC Jets. Our Victor RC Jets. Hey, Rick, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing well up there in New York, the Hudson Valley. All right, here he's flying his AF model F-22 with a big old honking turbine in it, and he's doing a little bit of formation flying here. We'll go full size. Let's get this thing on the road. Great. Cisco Kid was a friend of mine. Victor's putting on quite a show here. I was making sure I had the right video, but check it out, man. He does a good job flying. He's got a lot of people watching him too. That's Victor RC Jets. That's from California Jets. He's got a lot of good videos out there about that. So check him out. It's a good. Okay. And then somebody that's back too. We've got Ian back at the park with his lovely wife Cheryl. And they're out there in the early morning misty day here.
Good morning, everyone. Good out early. It's a bit misty, but we're back
So tune in, find out where we've been, find out what I'm doing. Roll the intro.
Missed doing this. Welcome back, Ian.
Flying. Yeah, morning everyone. Well, what can I say? It's been a long time coming, but we're back and we're back flying. We haven't flown since, I think it was July, because I was ill and I had a week in hospital, and I just left me with mechanical things that needed to be looked at every day for 9 weeks. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm on the road to recovery. We've tried to come over last week, but the weather just wasn't playing ball. And the thing is today, it's not about really what I'm flying. It's about the fact that I am flying. So, you know, it's just going to be one of those videos where I'm just easing myself back in, getting my thumbs going, you know, trying to get back into the whole experience of coming out early, bringing all the gear, charging. So, yeah, what I've decided to fly today was it's the ideal plane, really, for this sort of, you know, attempt to get back into it. And that is the FMS Kingfisher. I've done plenty of videos about all the specs. I'll probably show where I put the battery placement, 3S2200 for the CG. But apart from that, all I want to do is get back up in the air and fly. As I said, you know, it's been a long time. Thank you for everybody that messaged to find out, you know, what was wrong and where I was and how I was. And thank you for everybody else, because I haven't really lost any subscribers. So thank you for everybody sitting tight and waiting for us to carry on with the channel. Before I do start flying, I'd just like to say get well soon to Chris from Dad's RC Hangar. Chris is in hospital at the moment. He's had a few quite serious, you know, things done to him. So let's hope him a speedy recovery, and let's hope that the Friday feeling is back soon. Okay, I'll be back in a minute and we'll get on with the flying. Okay then, right, so here we go, let's get it up.
Yeah, Mike, yeah. That's a nice sunny morning. He's chasing those birds. Tell it's early.
Like I said, it's not about what I'm flying today. It's about the fact that I am out flying.
Yep. Ian has a great flight, some nice landings and stuff, and he talks. You get to know Ian in this video. I think he does a good job. Man, I didn't realize. I was sitting there thinking, it's like, man, it's like all the British flyers ended up in the top almost. Yeah, the first 8 videos, I think, almost. And it wasn't planned. There's no plan to this. Here we go. Let's get this up here. Let's get this up here, top and center. We have Purcell Aviation Channel. Gina and Al out there flying at their beautiful homestead. And let's see how she gets on here.
YouTubes. You know me. I don't like my warbirds on dangly fixed undercarriages. So why is there a dangly fixed undercarriage on a T28 Trojan? Short story told shorter. This was Alan's T28, one that hit the top of the barn roof about 18 months ago. All fixed up and repaired, but he's not flown it since, so I don't think he wants this model anymore, so he's bequeathed it to me. So I have put the fixed undercarriage onto the beastie. I've got the other one that doesn't have the undercarriage fixed, and I'll hand launch that.
I love flying mine off the wheels.
For the sake of experimentation, this is what this one will be like. I'm sort of tempted to do a paint job on it, but we'll see how that goes down the line. Anyway, let's get the thing off the ground, if it will, because the grass is a bit long, and then into the air. Here we go.
Best intro in RC.
Okay.
Merlin.
Wind is coming from the barn, so
all right, Lee, we'll see you.
Get off the ground.
See you and Vicky.
Here we
Have a
go.
safe weekend.
Oh, absolutely no problem. No problem.
She has a great flight and a beautiful landing in the grass too.
You can hear. Oh, it's a motorcycle. I wondered if it was.
There's the. You can tell the runway is going to be great when we get to see it.
A low flying
rebuild.
Motorbike.
Anyway, Gina has a great flight. She really does, and she's got some other video up there with her and Al flying the a Focke-Wulf 190. And I was going to play that, but I decided this one. I had this one already queued up, and I took the other one out. Wait, here we go. Here we got Mark Crutcher. Mark Crutcher RC, builder extraordinaire. He's got all kinds of build videos up, and he's out there flying his red Zephyr.
Yeah.
Talking about these or this place. I like this place too. I like the turbines out there. I like the gear rate. Yeah, that's Mark flying. Yeah, at first when I saw this, I thought, my God, they're flying between the blades on the turbines. What are we doing on time? Okay, yeah, we're doing well ahead. That's just a nice, relaxing flying. Sometimes those are the fun. You have the most fun flying a nice, relaxing plane. That's like the T-28 can be, the yellow T-28, or it can rip on 4S. Looks like it's right on the outskirts of a pretty big city. Anyway, man, Mark has a great flight. He does a good job, and his builds are pretty awesome this week too. He uses dress lining that you can buy like at any dress store, and it's pretty neat how he covers planes with that. And it doesn't look hard to do. I mean, he makes it look easy, but if you're thinking of covering a plane and you want to try something a little different, check out Mark Crutcher and his dress lining covered planes that he's doing. He's doing a DR7 right now, and it looks pretty good. In fact, let's just keep trucking here. Let's go to Northern Ireland. And here we have Aidan again. I enjoy his videos, though.
Well, I'm here today at the South Derry Model Flying Club in November 2025 with the Seagull Models Boomerang trainer made in Vietnam. It flies with an ASP61 4-stroke engine, and I always think that it's very useful to have a trainer in your hangar whenever you want a bit of relaxing flying, and this plane surely is a very peaceful and relaxing flyer. Thank you.
I love his intros and outros. There's a boomerang. Dad's RC Hangar had a few boomerangs he's flown and flying. Very colorful bird. Aidan's motors always sound like they run perfect. They must get a lot of rain in Northern Ireland or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what they get up there, but it always seems greener. It's a great flight. Let's cheat in and we'll take a peek of his landing. Sweet. And he's got a nice outro.
That was the flight of the Seagull Models Boomerang trainer here at South Derry Model Flying Club, Achiduy, November 2025.
I like that. Looks like a Fatabo flyer. But that's Aidan. mcatamney. Yes. Yeah, it's, I don't know, just from the few people that we have on they're in the UK that fly and stuff, and the different accents and everything. It's pretty, I like it. I enjoy it. I think it's pretty neat. So we need somebody with a big Scottish accent to round out things, that'd be pretty cool. All right, let's see here. I wish you could see the thumbnail. That's what I wish you could see. But we'll get a picture of him at the end. But here we go. We got my buddy. What we have here is my buddy Steve Salisbury RC. He flies out at the park most of the time. And then here's a new guy that I haven't seen there before. But I fly at our field. I figure, I don't know. Even though I like the park a little better than our field for as far as field goes, but it's our club, it's our field. By golly, I'm gonna support it and fly out there. But here we go. We've got a Roban MD 500E, 800 size matte, and he's repainted it to look like Consuela. I mean, it's not quite the Consuela paint scheme.
All right, Matt.
Close.
Tell me about your helicopter here. What you did to it.
All right, Steve, this is my 800 size Roban MD 500. This is the, it came as the all white ARF. Pretty much everything that Motion RC recommends on this, it's what's in it. The Scorpion, I think, is a 4025. MKS, I think they were DS 1120s. Pretty much whatever Motion recommended. And then any fans of YouTube will notice that this is the Cletus McFarlane Consuela color scheme. Kind of did this thing right before the Southern Scale Challenge. Kind of wasn't sure if I was going to get it done, but we got it done. So if you look up close, the only things I really added that the original one didn't have were these rain guards or drip rails. And then I added more rivets, fuel caps, and then on the bottom, I'll show you real quick. On the bottom, I did the cargo hook and some antennas.
Look how big this is, man.
Oh, that's nice.
And then for the interior, I put two pilots in there. I got my own set of pedals that I 3D printed to add a little bit of flair. But other than that, it's pretty much bone stock. Just a nicely painted model that has a good presentation in the air. And also, they're off right now. I'll flick them on for you. But I put the Unilight system on there. So not too bad. A pretty good. I would consider this sports scale. We'll get a good flight on it. It's windy as can be today.
Yeah, I think we're gusting about somewhere between 16,
18 with a 10-mile-an-hour steady wind. So
You know.
we'll see. Once you get this thing in a lot of wind, it loses a little bit of elevator authority. So I won't do any crazy heavy like maneuvering stuff, but we'll do some approaches.
Yeah, you may be right, Juno. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
This is Matt flying his MD500.
Let's reset this timer and let's get her spooled up.
How much flight time do you get on it, Matt?
I get roughly 8 minutes. I like to land right around 7. That's at a 60% throttle curve. I'm running a fairly low head speed on it. All right, so we're taking off. We have a headwind right now, about 10 miles an hour. We'll get her light on the skids. A little bit of forward cyclic. Preload it. This is a translating tendency. The left skid's going to want to come up. We hang a little bit low. There's our low left skid. We'll come up. We're going to come out of ground effect. We're out of ground effect and go through ETL. Nice and happy. Very minimal collective inputs.
Mickey. There you have it, man. Check out Steve's video. The links are in the description there. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. He does a good job. He flies it well. A lot of people have checked it out. Yep, he's gotten a lot of views on this video since he put it out 5 days ago. 35,000 views, man. So anytime you get a big 800 size helicopter chopper going and stuff, and Steve did a nice video and stuff, and Matt flew it well. I like it. All right, now we're going back to Canada there. We got Philip Cockram. He's out there. He's flying his 1.5 meter P51D Mustang. Let's see how he gets along with it.
Look at that.
I like a Mustang.
And welcome to the Philip Cockram channel, viewers. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It helps this channel to grow, and it helps me to bring you these great videos that we all love. So we've got the
E-Flight too. You saw it.
P51 Mustang Super Scale, 1.5 meter. We got a brand new spinner on it. Left, right, up, down, left, right. Let's go. Oh,
Hey, Michael, man, you just missed a big 800 size and
sounds a lot better. Flying nice. Oh, some geese coming. Watch out, geesies. I want to check out the plane. Do some landing gear. Nice. Hopefully we caught that as it closed.
Law's got it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't. Yeah, Philip has a nice flight. He has a great landing too. He does a nice landing on there. That gravel road is so hard. I don't know if you've ever flown off a crown gravel road like this with like double crowns here, even over here and stuff. And it's not easy. I've done it. All right, let's go out here. Let's take a break here. Let's add a tab. Let's go banana. Let's go out to the banana land. And let's look at the new, where's the new Corsair? They don't have that on the front page? Come on. Jeez. Electronic aircraft, what's new? What's new? Warbirds and military. Right here. Man, X-Fly has come out with a new Hawker Hurricane, and they got this camo right here. I really like the looks of this plane. I like it's got the chocolate and green wing underneath. But just look at that thing, man. I bet you that's a sweet flying plane. I don't know how robust the gear are and stuff, but I want to see that thing fly, man. Ah, ooh, that's kind of chilly. That's a little colder than what I would ride my bike. But I could tuck. I had fairings on my bikes. They were small fairings, but you could get in and out of the wind. Man, that's just a sweet looking X-Fly Hurricane. Check it out. Castle RC sells it in the UK, and Banana Hobby is where here in the States we'd have to get it. But I don't know. I thought that was worth mentioning, that plane. And that's the scheme I like. The other scheme was okay too, but that's the scheme that did it for me. Here we go. We have Greg, RC Roland, RC, and this is his little Bigfoot compilation that he put together, and it's pretty cool, man. It's the big hammer.
All right, cool. When you get back, then we'll start that up. Or if you help you, just let me know when. What time do you want to do that? I'll get people around up.
There's the big B-52, and there is the owner there. And there you have the Model Box 2, Archie. That's Archie and his B-52. Chris, Jackson RC, how you doing? He always gives you a little discount there on some that goes to the club. There's Archie's big Corsair. And, I think I was here. Let's see, I can tell if I was here or not. No, maybe. Yeah, there's my plane right there. There's where I was at. Right there's my table right there. So I was out. I think this is when I was sitting down at the end of the runway, watching the planes fly in and land. Anyway, he does a good job, man. He catches a little bit of everything, some of the flights, and he does a nice job. Greg does a nice job of getting the videos. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out. There's Archie's big MiG that he was getting ready to. Man, his demos were something else. But one thing he did, he also got a good of is there's a 75% videos. He's got the 75% P51.
1,500 feet above sea level, which is probably about 800 feet, maybe 1,000 feet above you guys. I'm going to go over here toward the east, and I'm going to descend.
That's the pilot talking. Watch this low pass.
Which isn't much, but it's about twice your body weight.
It's a 75% kit-built P51 Mustang. You hear the kids in the background.
5,400 RPM with an indicated airspeed of about 180 miles an hour.
Here he comes, man. And then he comes over and he does a victory roll and stuff. He does a few more passes and stuff. But yeah, Scott and everybody at Birmingham RC Association. It's a great event. Like like the third week in October, the weekend before Halloween, and it's great. It's worth attending. There's plenty of places to stay that are, you know, within 20 minutes of there in the towns between Birmingham and the field.
Why did it take me so?
All right, here we have, oh my gosh, we have RC Alaska, and this is where he reveals his face and he tells you about himself and everything. And the links are in the description, and it's a good video.
Why did it take me so long to face reveal? You might think it's because of something like this. As someone did comment, although jokingly, I'm glad the facial surgery went well. In reality, it's actually much simpler, and I just wasn't allowed to until I turned 16. So, here I am.
What's up, guys? This is me. You all know my voice very well, but this is the first time you've actually gotten a good look at my face.
I've seen him. Other kids have shown him, but he just never made a big deal of it. Of course,
this video would be a little bit boring if all I did was reveal my face. So we're also going to be doing a little bit of an about me video here. We're going to explore some of my interests beyond the RC hobby and also some of my talents. I'm also going to be answering some questions that you guys had about me, so let's get into it. Let's start by introducing some of my pets. This is my dog MJ. She just turned 20 this summer, and running off is my husky Baxter. Baxter, come here. Come here. Oh yeah, he's a sweetie. Yeah. This is my attention-seeking and camera-shy bird, Aspen. If you ever hear a very annoying bell ringing in the background of my videos, that is her. She is trying to get my attention. And then you have Toby, the leopard gecko. He is very cute and very friendly. This might seem a little weird, but my second biggest interest besides RC planes is actually carnivorous plants, and I have almost 100. As you can see, I've got my lineup of sundews and carnivorous butterworts.
Anyway, man, he goes on, and it's funny. Carter, check him out, man. His link's in the description, and it's hilarious. Some of these, when he gets to the questions and answers, it's like he goes, "What sports do I like and participate in?" He goes, "Well, none." He said, "In middle school, I ran cross country track, and the only thing I liked about that was the bus rides." So it's just hilarious, man. Hey, yeah, best of luck to him, and he's talented too. He plays classical piano. He plays for you, a little bit of guitar, a little bit of ukulele, and Carter's an interesting young man for sure. And we thank you for sharing your videos, Carter. You and your buddies up there in AK, and have a great winter. But check him out, man. It's funny. I'm telling you, it's a good video. He's got that natural sense of humor and stuff. But here we go. We have Ricardo PR54 and his good buddy Oscar in the Douglas Municipal Airport, Douglas, Arizona. And they do some formation flying later in the video, and they do some mid-air rubbing, man. Yep, he does. I agree, Mike. And you know, like when you see him when he's out there with his friends and stuff, they just seem like I don't know, they kind of remind me of when we were kids. Not looking for trouble, just a good time. Because we play baseball and other sports instead of RC. We used to get in trouble because we played football, soccer in the tennis courts. They would get all bent out of shape, the parks people, when we were doing it. But we were wearing tennis shoes and everything, so it's not like we were tearing it up or anything. Anyway, Ricky has a great flight until he gets in trouble. And we'll show this. You guys go see his video, though. I hate giving away the giving away the surprise. But they do some good flying around the range. I think they were working on doing some kind of vertical stuff here, waterfalls or something he was calling it. Looking good. Twink. They got lucky, man. You have to go see what damage there was. You have to go watch this video to see all the damage. There you go. There you have it, man. Ricky in Douglas, Arizona. That's Ricardo PR54. So go check his video out. Go watch it. And stuff. Support everybody on the channel that you see. I appreciate it. They appreciate it. All right, here we go. We have OnepackFPV, and he's got good music. He's like went to the great music school of good music. We'll watch a little bit of his video. Man, them leafless branches. When I was flying my DJI the other day, I didn't hit any branches, but I took it easier when I do the fly around our sheds in the porta potty when I go into the woods. Yep, Carter. So we can call him Carter now. We don't have to say AK or Alaska. He says you can call me Carter. Of course, we don't know if Carter's his real name or not, but no, it's nice. Everybody's out to get Carter. Anyway, OnePack has a great flight, man. He really does. He does a nice job, and he makes it look easy. And speaking of easy, we're gonna go to the Panhandle of Florida.
I did that. The one to that.
What is that? That sounded fast. Nope, it's normal. And he's got the E-Flight F-15 Eagle, and he's got the landing gear on. I could never get off our grass with the landing gear, so that's why I don't have it. But the X-Fly F-22 I can take off, and it does a good job. And let's go see how he gets on. Of course, he has Justin. Justin's going to do a little of the trim for Frank. There's nothing wrong with that. Jeez, man, hold on.
Why'd you get? You said this thing was slow for you.
I don't know. I haven't flown it yet. I'm about to find out.
Justin, I guess you're buying a new jet.
About to find out.
You have to make sure you calibrate the throttle on this plane.
I'm pulling.
Ooh, it needs a lot of runway.
I got it on high elevator, or did I catch you back?
It just takes a lot. That's why I couldn't use the gear. It just didn't want to get up off the ground. I think it's the height of the front wheel and the rear wheels. Like the angle of the wing is off for takeoffs. See if the lights cut.
Oh, the caddy's going to have a How do you mean you can do it for me? The F-15 E-Flight pilot.
They have a nice flight, and they come in and they make some changes to it. And I think Frank even flies it. Let's see, he's getting ready. Fine. Does well in the wind.
Okay, you're in high position. I'm in mids right now.
Ooh, coming in hot. Justin, I think you puckered.
You got the pucker factor. Hey.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when you're fighting like crosswinds without a rudder. But I think Frank's gonna have fun with that and stuff. And Justin's always does really well. All right, so now we're going to Incarnus II, and he's got the Flyfans J20B 70mm jet, and this is his first video flying it. And I think it's a pretty good video. And this looks like another winner from Flyfans. And we're in Belgium, and let's see how he gets on with this. Oh, here is flying this. Okay. I see all those birds.
Ja, ik weet dat, ik zie het. Ja.
Yeah, Paul. Links are in the description. There's a link to his videos, Paul, in the description of this live stream. Greg's channel.
Dat kan nog wel goed, hè?
That's a nice looking plane, man. It looks like it's pretty cool. But if you want to, Greg, go ahead, or let me see here. Let's go back out here. I get you. I got you, man. I got you right here. I got you right here. I got your link. Paul, just for you, buddy. Oh, you got it, Bill? Okay. Oh, there it is. All right. Yep. Thanks, Mike. I could have done it. I could have done it. All right. Of course, man. Garrett has a good flight. He has an excellent landing, man. The guy's just butter on the sticks.
Thank you.
There's the zoom if you want to see what everybody looks like. Man, look at that. That was just classic. That's just gear. All right, now this is neat here. All right, this is Bob Barlow, and he's at the Flying Droids Field, and they have the Royal Artillery hunt visits. Now, one thing I want you to notice on this video is how well behaved these dogs are. That's a pack of about what? Looks like about 20 dogs, and how well behaved they are. I should go get Lucy and Tuco and make them watch this. But check this out, man. Right, so are you here, man? Did I miss you slipping in?
Drag hunting.
Hope you are doing well, sir.
And there's a pack of hounds.
Check how well behaved these dogs are.
Afternoon. We've only come up for dogs on a lead. I haven't got enough hands. You all right?
Yeah, no bad.
If you let these horses go past before you fly, that'd be great.
Yeah, be fine.
Okay. All right.
Morning.
Yeah.
Here comes the rest of them.
Sabre, I see before me.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. Hi, guys. Morning. Morning. Hiya. Morning. Morning. Quite a few of you today.
Well, that looks fun.
Yeah, it is. Morning. Morning. The Royal Artillery hunt. Drag hunting, of course.
Man, that is so cool, man. I mean, look how well groomed those tails. The tails are all clipped flat like that on the horses and stuff. But I don't know. I thought that was good, Bob. A beautiful day to take a break and let. I've had golfers, disc golfers, walkers, runners. Yeah, I've never had a fox hunt have to go through, but they don't hunt fox. I don't know, they got some mechanical thing they chase. I'm not sure what. All right. This is just let you know that on Wednesday nights, Guniac RC LED Creations, Ray, he does a live stream, and it's good. He usually does stuff on boxes. He unboxed a T28, and you know, so it's a good stream to stop in and say hi to. And you know, Ray's been doing this for a long time. He was one of the pioneers in burners, afterburners and stuff. But so check Ray out on Wednesdays. Leaves the link to his channel is in the description with everybody else's. And now here we go. We've got our buddy Captain Hardway, aka Weed Hopper, and he's having a blast with this PA 1700 wingspan jet. He's doing a great job with it. Now here he's doing some landing practice, and this is kind of like the tail end of it. And he's got somebody there helping him there, a young man. I don't know if he's given the young kid. The young kid's a good flyer. He flies the T20, the Corsair, or Carbon Z T28.
Okay.
You have to really crank the volume up to hear the tips he's given Marcus.
Right. Okay.
And that's one thing about RC. You don't have to be an old codger to be able to help people. It's nice seeing a young child help, young adult helping somebody out. Because I think that's what makes our hobby great is not just the cool planes, it's the people.
See, that's not doing anything like that now.
There he goes. He has a good job. They're working on, he's doing some tuning on this Carbon Z, but they get it out and they get it flying, and it's pretty good, man. All right, here we go. We got Lee Davidson Hangar, and he's flying the E-Flight T34 Mentor. This was another one of their like E15, E25 ARFs smaller ARFs that they used to offer, and it's pretty good. He says good morning and talks about he's flying the T34. You got to mute this because he's got the on-plane music. But he has a nice flight, man. An excellent landing. Oh, he must be on the Zoom. Yeah, I'll show you what it's like on the Zoom, except for when as soon as I click Zoom, my camera is just taken over by the Zoom. If you haven't done the Zoom, you know, go in and just say hi. You don't have to stay till, sometimes it goes on for like 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning. But anyway, Lee puts on a pretty good show and has a great landing. It's pretty good here. Let's see. We're getting down close to the bottom of the, not the bottom of the barrel, but we're getting down to the good stuff. And here we have RC Nerd. And what he's got a, let's see if we get the start of this in here. Yeah, we'll go full screen. But he's flying the DJI Mini 5 Pro in Switzerland. And it's pretty cool, man. He's got a nice artistic sense. And he's got good music when he edits his videos and stuff. I like it when he flies over the fog. This is so picturesque. Anyway, check his video out. It's pretty good. It's got nice music and everything. Hey, Keith, how you doing, man? We're just in Switzerland there with RC Nerd. And then the last video that we have this week is Mountain RC.
Hello everybody, Mountain RC here. Thanks for stopping by the channel, and as always, I appreciate all of the support.
Keith!
In today's video, we are featuring the Arrows MiG-29 twin 64mm EDF jet. Now, my brother-in-law JC picked this jet up because he's a real big fan of the MiG-29. I don't blame him. It's a beautiful airframe and it has a beautiful scheme. Now, there has been some talk that in order to successfully take off and land in this plane, you have to do some certain things to make it fly well. Otherwise, you will have unfortunate situations that could happen, such as a hard landing, breaking the nose off, or having a hard time rolling out and taking off. So we decided to put that to the test and take it out of the box and fly it stock. We didn't do anything. So JC just put this thing together. We decided to take it to the field and see how it goes. You can be the judge for yourself. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
You say it's going to be a little more winter-like. Won't be long we'll have snow on the mountains. That's a great-looking little MiG-29. It's a nice flight. Here somebody's heating up a two-stroke. Yep, getting close to the winter coats there.
Well, that'll do it for today's video, and I hope you all enjoyed the flight. If you have any questions about the Arrows MiG-29, please leave it in the comments below. I answer them all. I appreciate the interaction with you. So please do.
A little bit of a wind, but he has a nice flight. That's a nice flying plane, man. I've got the F-15, the sister to that, and it flies great, man. It really does. It does a good job. But that's about all I got for tonight's show. The Clipwing Cub is coming along. I'm not going to fly it until all the guys, until at least Rodney, Earl, and Mark are out at the field, because those are the two that suggested how to fix it. Because I was ready after that that flight that I showed on the first of where it goes up and left down into the field. I was ready to jump on the thing, man. I was ready to jump on it. Oh, nice, Keith, in the Bahamas, St. Thomas at the moment on a ship heading towards Turk and Crook. Man, you dog, you. That's nice. That sounds nice. I don't know if I could do a cruise or not, though. I just don't know. I mean, I've been going nuts here since I'm on nurse duty and stuff, but it's worth it to keep Linda from hurting herself trying to do scooter stuff. But, go out and fly, have fun, work on a plane, man, build some. I can't wait to start building again. And, man, my Cub, or my Clipwing Cub, is just, I don't know. I just didn't want to risk a 40 amp ESC with that motor, man. That motor has just got too much juice. In fact, I can show you what I got here. Oh, let's see. Let's go out here. Let's put it on here so you can see it. And let's go to power. Let's go to motors. Oops, let's go to outrunners. Let's go to outrunners. And let's go to the last page. And where the 46 is, and it's this one right here. Yep, this is what I got right here. It weighs approximately 11 ounces. So I took all the weight off the front. I got to see what kind of weight I need. Maximum efficiency about 50 amps. Maximum load 60. When I saw that, that's when I said, a 40 amp ESC ain't going to cut it, And then it runs off a four cell battery, and it recommends a 15 by 8, 6. Or 16 by 10 or 27 by 8. I got to get a bigger prop for it when I got to. I think I've got one of those on the wall in there, but you know, I mean, I can probably fly it on a smaller prop too. It should work. It should work on my 15. I got a 15 on it now that I'm planning on doing it, and I got a 13 for a backup. But when I saw that amperage, I was like, nah, you know, I'm not going to risk a 40 amp ESC, because if I ever accidentally hit full power, man, that thing would probably come down in a plume of smoke, and I don't want it to crash that way. If it crashes, I want the wings to rip off it while I'm doing something crazy in the air. Let's bring this back here to focus that in. Anyway, have a good weekend. Be kind, be nice. Check out the videos. The links are in the description, man. I know Carter, a lot of them are close to that magic 100 number. You know, I don't know. You know, I'm just as happy now as I was when I had 13 subs when I first started. My buddies in New York. But hey, Ricky, how you doing, man? We showed a little bit of your flight. You guys, when you guys did the waterfall and the kiss. And yeah, Rick, I like, you know, it's a G-force motor and stuff. There's nothing cheesy with the motor. And I've had good luck with them. I've used these in the 6-cell version. I've used in 3 planes. And I've used the 4-cell. This will be the 3rd 4-cell. So I've had a lot of ARFs that I've put this motor in. You know, I've sold most of them. But I had good luck with it. Stuff. The magnets have never come loose or anything. Anyway, guys, it's a wrap on tonight. Kate, Steph, Marcia, Gracie, Sophie. Hope everybody in Iowa is having a good time. And this is Jeff saying thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And we'll see you later, everybody. Have a good weekend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo-hoo!